Breakfast of Champions. Good morning. I gotta go and lose weight. So me and Lydia are texting this morning, and she tells me that she's gonna go into the shower, but I'm still texting her, and I send a couple more texts, and then she sends me probably the single greatest text that I've ever gotten from her. It just said, "Stop. Shower time." And I don't know if she meant to do that. She probably did. But even if not, that's just gold. Alright, getting gas and going to work. So after a long day at work, I got home and Lydia texted me saying, "Don't eat. Come over." So I'm here. Why am I not supposed to be eating?
Because I'm starving you. You're going on a fast. You want the TV off?
Because I'm chunky? Because of this?
No. We're just going on a fast.
What's that over there?
Nothing.
On the table.
Nothing. That's display.
There's something on the table. I need to go look at the table.
It's a turkey.
It's what? Let me see. Food again. Ooh. Ooh, what even is that? Oh, you are magical.
I know. And I was working all day today.
So was I. You were working. You feel good saying that?
No.
No, you feel crap saying that?
I don't feel
Arthur, stop throwing turkey leg at my feet.
What is this hiding?
There's this thing I do, like I kind of have an inner monologue in my head, where I think of something, and then I explain it to myself in my head, like I'm explaining to someone else. But I don't have to do that, because I know exactly what I mean, so I don't have to explain it. I don't have to dumb it down or anything like that. And then I think that it's stupid that I'm explaining this to myself, and then I explain to myself that I don't have to explain things to myself. And then it kind of just goes on this endless loop of me realizing that I'm being dumb. So I don't know. Do you ever do that? Probably not. Am I a weirdo?
I think things through.
Mm-hmm.
And like go through the process of it, even though like I know it, because I doubt myself that I know it in a weird way. Like I'm like, oh, so it's this, and I was like, wait, no, is it? I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's not quite what I do. I don't like doubt. I don't doubt it. I just
You're explaining it to yourself.
I'm
though.
explaining it like I'm explaining it to myself, but as if I'm explaining it to someone else. But then I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this in my head? I'm just like, I'm making conversation.
With
I'm like
yourself.
making small talk with myself. It's like, it's kind of sad. Ugh. And this other thing that I do, I used to do a lot more, and I don't do it quite as much now, is it actually helps that I have the camera too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's because you have the camera that you don't do it as much.
I don't do it as much, yeah. I used to basically look off into the distance, not into the distance, but just kind of like look off into nothingness and have like a kind of aside conversation. Like if you're on stage and you just kind of, you have an aside to the audience. I used to do that in real life. And I think it stemmed from like the show Malcolm in the Middle, because that's what the main character of that show did. So I kind of started doing that. I don't know why. I think it was just to kind of lighten my mood and stuff. You alright?
Yeah.
So it's basically like I was vlogging before I was holding a camera. Is that a hipster comment? No comment. And I do the same thing too, like when I'm anywhere. It used to be a lot when I was working at Superstore, but I even do it at my work now sometimes, although not as frequently because there's not as many cameras. But like, I'll see someone doing something like stupid or just being dumb or weird or whatever, and instead of me just kind of thinking like, oh, that's kind of dumb or whatever, or saying to someone else because there's no one else really there, I kind of just give the camera a look like I would, like, I don't know, someone else. I don't know what I'm trying to explain. You know, like if we see someone doing something weird and we just kind of look at each other like, what's that guy up to? I do that, but with a camera, like a security camera. Like I do that in stores and stuff. So basically, my life is filled with imaginary people.
Even I'm imaginary.
Yeah, Lydia's not real. She's all just a fabrication of my imagination. It's all in post. I edit her into the videos. See? If Lydia was real, she'd never do that. That's just my sick, twisted brain. Right?
Hey, do you want to talk about Granddad Weller?
In your hand you're holding an article from the Toronto Star from probably 1953 and maybe 51, I don't know. It's in regard to my grandfather, who, Granddad was retired as an inspector with the City of Toronto Police, and then went into a period of time where he was involved in tent meeting crusades in Florida. And you'll have a picture of the display he used in the tent meetings of various paraphernalia he picked up during his career fighting crime. He was a very tough individual, dedicated, but also dedicated to serving God, and a man of good character. He lived a long life and died at the age of 94. He served 25 years with the police, but because he started so young, he was able to retire at a very young age. I believe he was 48 or 49 when he retired. And that's the story of my grandfather.
So yeah, that was my dad's little spiel on Granddad Weller. I don't remember him much at all. The last time I saw him, 7 or 8, I barely remember him. Look at that handsome man. I don't know, he's got like a baby face. He looks sweet. Some of Pastor Weller's sermons are The Dope Question, The Final Lineup, Suicide, Some Cause and One Cure, The Lost Child, and The Wages of Sin. That's Poppy. He's just a kid. You can tell it's him though. He looks so young in that picture.
Oh, so much leftover Chinese food. Oh. That's going to be my lunch for the rest of the week. And possibly breakfast and dinner. I'm going to try not to eat it for every single meal. But it's really good. So my dad has labeled, or numbered, all of his albums. And he made himself like an Excel spreadsheet that has them all. And then he used like a random number generator, going from 1 to, I don't know, 250, I guess is what it goes to. And then it just went in just a completely random order. And now he's listening to all of his albums in that order, just as he works out on the elliptical. And then he writes a small little, like, review about the album each time. And he's done quite a few. My brother wanted him to make a Tumblr, but my dad's like, no, I'm not going to make a Tumblr or a blog or anything about this. Arthur, you ready for bed? Where are you, buddy? Oh, hi. Is that where he's going to sleep?
No.
I'm okay with that.
You going to sleep there, Arthur? Look at the camera.
Arthur.
Camera.
Oh, stop moving your hand. He's following your hand. Arthur. Is that where you're sleeping, buddy? Oh. Okay, good night, buddy.
You're so cute, Arthur.
Arthur. Good
I
night.
don't know if you can get out over here.
Good.
How did you get under there, Arthur?
Arthur. Like that. Arthur butt. Okay, good night.
Good night.
Don't back up into the camera. That'd be an odd repair to try and explain.